How you going? Andy from Andy's World Journeys. Today we're heading out east into Victoria and we're going to check out the Buchan Caves. Come along. Hi folks, yes, you join me outside my humble abode. The car is packed up, we're just about to go. We are headed for Merimbula, but on our way to Merimbula we're going to make a stop at Nawa, which is about 350k from home or so, and because otherwise it's about a 7-hour drive and I don't fancy that in one day. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a stopover, and while we're there I'm going to visit the Buchan Caves. So pack your bags and come with us because we are heading out, baby. Australia is a country which was just built for the road trip, and here I am all packed with way more than I need. It's not me. And I'm set. I've got some tunes, I've got my iPod, I've got the car all set, filled with petrol and wiper fluid, and so we are hitting the road and we are heading to Nawa. We are, I believe, going to take the M1, we're going to go past Warragul, we're going to keep on going. This is quite a long journey. It's about 4 hours to our first stop, so let's do it. Well folks, you've got to make a stop at some point, don't you? And here we are. We're just outside a town called Moe. We've travelled, I don't know, 150k, no not quite. We've got 202k to go anyway to Nawa, which is where we're sleeping. Anyway, you can see the weather's been a bit changeable, shall we say, and we have driven through some pretty heavy rain, but not anymore. Anyway, on we go, forwards to Nawa and the Buchan Caves. Folks, thanks to so many roadworks like I've never seen before, it's taken us a little while to get here. Here we are at the ticket office here for the Buchan Caves. I already have a prepaid ticket, so I'm going to check in. I can't take the selfie stick with me. Anyway, let's see these amazing caves. Here we are at the Buchan Caves. Right behind me you have the Royal Cave. We have two caves here, well, two main caves and lots of little caves strutted in the hills. And we've got Royal Cave, which is what we're going to go and see, and we've also got the Fairy Cave, which was found a little bit earlier actually. So the Fairy Cave was found in 1907 by a man called Frank Moon, and Royal Cave was found a few years later by three men who found a very, very thin tunnel from the Fairy Cave through to the Royal Cave. So anyway, I've got a bit of a tour happening. Let's see what's up. The tour's about an hour long. We've got to check in and check our vax certificate, and they are going to make sure we've got masks when we go in. The Royal Cave. There it is up there. It's in an absolutely beautiful setting, as you can see, and just sort of off there you can see caves and stuff, and there goes a kid.
Are you going?
Hi.
4 and just your back. Now inside the cave, please watch out for your heads. Okay, it is very easy to bump them. There's a lot of sections that people miss because they're just above our eye level. So just be careful and watch what's coming up as you go through the cave today. Okay, especially if you're following someone a bit shorter than you, because they don't duck where you need to duck. Alright, we ready to go?
Okay, here we go again. Somebody just turned around. So this is quite good. This is good vision for you. Into the caves we go, ducking our heads. I visited these caves years ago. So many years ago. It's really quite cool in here. It's hot outside. Beautiful day. 28 degrees. And already we've got some beautiful formations to see. The stalagmites and the stalactites. One goes up and one goes down.
Okay, this cave was discovered in 1910 from inside Fairy Cave. So in 1910 there were 3 men in Fairy Cave. Their names were Frank Moon, who's the man that discovered Fairy Cave. Okay, F.J. Wilson, who is a cave expert from New South Wales. He's responsible for putting in all this hand railing and chicken wire you'll see. And for some reason, the local Buchan police officer got to go through that day. So he's also credited for discovering Royal Cave. The 3 of them just found a very small tunnel, okay, no bigger than this. And they crawled through for about 50 metres on their stomachs with just a candle to light the way. Alright, they call this chamber the font of the gods. Quite often these rim pools fill up with water and start to spill over the edge of this flowstone here. Okay, so as that rainwater comes down through the limestone here, it dissolves the calcium carbonate that's in that limestone. Okay, then that'll then come in the cave and sit up here like a little drop, okay, and crystallise on the outside into calcite crystals. Then you get another drop come down, that'll crystallise, and that keeps happening till we get these long, thin formations with little holes in the middle. There's quite a few in this chamber here. We call those straws. Okay, they're the very start of most of these formations. Eventually a straw gets blocked, okay, and that water is forced on the outside, so that'll build up into what we call our traditional stalactites. If I were to break any of these stalactites, so they're still growing today, if that water drips down to the ground, they can start to build up from the bottom all that calcite and grow these formations called stalagmites. These formations don't just grow overnight, okay? They take a very long time to get here. If they get a constant supply of water, they can grow on average about 1 centimetre every 100 years.
Just climbing through these natural tunnels made by the water. You really got to watch your head. You can see that there's not a lot of room. It's a very tight squeeze. Not for the claustrophobic. It's coolish, but it's very humid. Perhaps we are coming to the end. Rockfall.
So make sure your phones are on lock. Would have looked something a bit like this. Right in the way of the whole cave as they made their way through. Okay, with no stairs or safety rails, just nice big holes. And lots of water. What happens when water goes on a candle? Yeah, pitch black, so you can't even see your hand in front of your face. Yeah. I'll point out a few favourites, a bit like a sculpture gallery once you start looking. Okay, this is our chandelier. This one is our cave cupcake, birthday cake with candles. Okay. Cave crocodile. Have we all seen The Lion King? Yeah. Over here we've got Pride Rock. Did have to be reinforced at some stage.
Oh, thus concludeth the tour. But now we have to find our way out. Yeah, plenty of steps. Plenty of steps. It's not so far. There's the door. No! Help me out! Oh, how about that? It's not a bad spot to come out. Not only are the caves amazing, but look at the valley they're in. This is Lord of the Rings stuff. This is beautiful. Those were the Buchan Caves. The Royal Cave. I'll be back for more stuff from this trip next week. We're going to have a little look at the tiny little village of Nawa where I'm staying tonight, and the accommodation there, and maybe one or two little sites around Nawa. So why don't you come back and have a look at that one. Anyway, thanks as always for joining me. It's an absolute pleasure to have your company. Wherever you are in the world, take care of yourself. May the journey never end.